What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the gear news, the new way we're doing it on these here Sunday nights. Just going to go through a few cool things that I found around the interwebs that you might be interested in. So if you are interested in said things, they will be in the links in the description. If you use those links, most of them will help out the channel. So just go down there and click around and check them out. We've got them all down there for you. Before we get going on that, I want to talk about a couple of things that we got going. Number one, this is ad free. So we don't turn on ads for any live stream until afterwards. So there you go. There's that. So if you want to support the channel at all, do me a favor and, use a super chat, say hello. You can go to Dylan Talks Tone and buy some cool stuff like pickups for your guitar. And if you don't want to spend any money, just do me a favor and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, just so everybody knows about it. A couple things I want to show you that are going on over on Dylan Talks Tone. We have a couple of really cool limited run pickups going. So you can get any of our humbuckers right now with this pearlescent purple. So this is any of our humbuckers. There's, well, not almost any of them. There's a drop down. You can choose which position you want and which one of our humbuckers with this, and it'll come with a chrome beauty ring, and it will be a purple, freaking beautiful humbucker. And then the other one is this iridescent thing, and it's really hard to understand what this looks like. It is actually wood grain. Okay, so it's textured. And then it's got this kind of pearlescent iridescence to it, and it's translucent. So you will be able to see the bobbins underneath it. See there? You'll be able to see the bobbins underneath it, plus it'll be translucent and reflective. And it'll kind of take on whatever colors around it, right? So depending on what color your guitar is, it'll kind of just take that on. So those are available as well. And then for all of you folks who are, tap testers and trem blockers and tailpiece lowerers and, everybody who's super into the Sustain Brothers hat is available over there at Dylan Talks Tone. And for everybody else who knows better and who just wants to play guitar and enjoy the Sustain that they do have, this is for everybody. So we're trying to make a thing out of this Sustain Brothers hat. We actually have the black and red one coming out next weekend. So that's going to be pretty cool. So there's the things from us. Is there a time limit on those purple humbuckers that we talked about, or can I order those here in a few weeks? That depends on how many are left. I would not sleep on it. Because the purple stuff is going quickly. So here's the way I do these limited runs. I order the material in a quantity, and I cut some because we also will do enduros in these materials. We will do Telecaster pickups in these materials. We will do a bunch of various things in these materials. P90s probably. And so I use up that material, and when that material is gone, it's gone. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. So, there is that. So just, don't sleep on it. Okay. I ordered that hat today. Oh, I needed that hat today. Excellent. Well, you need to get yourself one because they're pretty cool. We only have a couple of this color combination left. So, and the same thing with the hats. We order the color of the design's going to stay around, but the color combinations are going to kind of roll depending on what we have in stock. So that is how that works. So let's go ahead and jump into some of this here gear news that I want to talk about today because let's go ahead and talk about, first of all, Positive Grid Spark 2. Now, this is not new. This has been announced for a few weeks, but they are starting to ship some of these. I got a notification. Actually, one of you who is on our Patreon at patreon.com/DylanTalksTone mentioned to me that, hey, if you want one of these things to test, I'll have mine sent to you. So he's actually having his sent here, and he gave me tracking last week. So we should be seeing that here in the next few days. The new Spark 2. What I really dig about this, there's a few things. A couple of things I did not like about the original Spark. Okay. One is I didn't like the speakers. They sounded terrible. And if you look at this one, I don't know if they have any pictures of the actual speakers on the internet here, but there they are. Okay. So with the Spark Mini, they kind of did a thing where there's like a bass reflex situation underneath. There's also some angling for like imaging width and stuff to make them feel and sound bigger. And so if they've applied that kind of technology that they've done on their other smaller stuff to this, it's going to be awesome. Now, I've not heard it in person, but I can tell you that the Spark Mini, for what it is, sounds really good and it makes sense. So that's really cool. The other thing is this is 50 watts. The other thing is this has a battery. My other big hang up with the first Spark was this big stupid power supply thing. So I don't know what they're going to be using this time, but I do know that this does have a removable battery. So that's pretty stinking neato. The other thing is, yeah, see, there you go. There's the removable battery. I think the processor's faster. This has a looper. So there's a bunch of cool stuff. Now, I'm sure that you have all heard about this before. This is not the first time hearing about it, but I wanted to mention it because, like I said, because we should have one really soon, and you apparently can have one really soon. Plus, they're doing some kind of trade up thing, like giving you a discount if you already have the first one. So I think that's a pretty cool dealio. There is a link in the description to this. It is an affiliate link. I have actually an affiliate link directly with Positive Grid. So if you use that link, it will help out the channel. Next on the list, I want to talk about the MXR Layers Harmonic Sustain Pedal. Now, I've not looked at this stuff. The stuff that we're about to look at, I've not looked at it. I kind of just want to share the moment with you. So basically what we have here is a time-based thing, it looks like, and pretty much stereo shaping. So probably what they're doing is some sort of, I don't want to say maybe doubling and splitting, but probably time-based. So that's what I would guess. Yep, stacked sonics. So they will take the signal, they will double it, and then probably somehow figure out how to basically make it go twice, and then be able to control the thickness and the layers of this. Multitudes of sustain, delay, chorus, reverb, and tremolo varieties. Yeah, that's really cool. I dig that. And a sub-octave function. Okay, so that is what they're doing. That's really neat. This is probably what I would consider to be a sort of a super kind of hopped up chorus thing, but not exactly, which is pretty neat. 229, that means there's probably some guts in there that do some stuff, because that's a little spendy for an MXR pedal, although I haven't bought an MXR pedal in a while, so maybe that's what they cost. That's pretty cool. The other thing I want to show you is, if you're a dad rocker, the new Origin Effects Halcyon Blue. I think this is based on the Blues Driver, but this is a John Mayer thing. So one of the things that I love about Origin Effects stuff, now I have an Origin Effects Halcyon Green, and what I love about it is this right here. It has a dry button. Well, there's a couple things. One is it's got a couple of voices. Mine has this too. It's probably just voiced differently. But this dry button right here is really cool. You can, with this pedal, you can adjust how much dry signal from the guitar is present in the signal as well. So it's really flexible. I really like I have the green one, which is sort of Tube Screamery 8080. This is not. This is more blues driver, but this is really cool. I really love that knob. That knob right there makes this totally worth it. I know it's not cheap, but Origin Effects stuff is really good. They actually sent me that pedal to review. I didn't have to buy it, full disclosure, but I would totally buy this. This is a really, really cool pedal. So yeah, let me jump over here into the comments and see if there's anything going on that we need to know about. Besides, hey everybody, how's y'all doing? Let's see. Yeah, this stuff is pretty neat, man. I'm super stoked about all this stuff. Chris Hendricks, what's going on? Does the Spark work for a bass as well? Yes, I would assume so, because all of the amps so far, because I have the other ones, I used to have a Spark. I think Chris actually has my Spark now. And I have the other small ones, and you can use any of the profiles from Positive Grid, and one of them will be that a bass profile. Super chat from Doc. I just want to say how impressed I am with the custom flat work you made for me. Nice and snug fit, but not too hard to work with, and looks absolutely top shelf. Thanks again for making it so easy to look so cool. Yeah, thanks, man. I'm glad you dug that, because that's something that we're really trying to get into, kind of lean into, is this this kind of custom stuff. Now that we have that capability to do it, it's really nice, right? Like, to be able to, even for, so just to fill everybody else in, what we did for Doc was he makes his own pickups now. He actually came to one of our pickup workshops, learned how to make pickups, and now he's making his own, which I think is really neat. And so now he's ordering parts from us, and we're engraving his name in it, his logo and everything, and making it custom to him. If you are a small pickup builder out there doing this stuff, or even just a hobbyist, and you just want 10 of them or something, let me know. I'll do it for you. The cool thing about what we do is we don't have to have, 1,000 piece minimum order quantity, right? Like, we can be pretty flexible. So if that's something that you're into, let me know. And then the other thing that's really cool about all this stuff is the stuff that we're doing, with all the custom tops and stuff. It's really kind of neato. I really like it. Let's see. I think people are talking about the usefulness of the Positive Grid. Dude, just get one. Everybody needs to have one of them. I don't care what size. If you want the tiny one, I know we've got someone in the comments often who has the real tiny one, because it fits in his Telecaster case and he works on the road. You can put it in a little side box deal and take it on the road with you. It's really cool. And then I have that one too, but I don't use it very often, because my favorite one is the Positive Grid Mini, which I really, really love. And I use it all the time. It's right there. I use it all the time. Again, I just didn't like the first Positive Grid Spark. I think I'm really going to like the second one. I think it's going to be very, very cool. Okay. I guess the other thing that we should talk about this week in the gear news situation is this elephant in the room right here. This is the new Johnny Cash. Now, I believe they have a Roseanne Cash one too. They have a new Johnny Cash Gibson. This thing is sick. Like legit, copy of his guitar. I think this is really, really cool. Now, it's 15 grand. Okay. And I know a lot of people are going to jump through the comments and, just unwind your panties and lay them all out. It'll be fine. I think this is really good. The fact that they want to do a custom shop version of this that's really right is cool. Even if they don't sell a lot of them, which they're going to, here's the thing. I don't know how many of these. Does it say? Let's see. Some of you might already know how many there are going to be. I don't know. I would imagine there's going to be like 25 of them or 100. Okay, so there's going to be 100 of these made. My guess is that they will sell almost immediately. These will be sold out relatively quickly. The reason this is smart, I really like what Gibson is doing with their marketing lately. I think this is really cool. When they do a really expensive custom shop version, Fender does the same thing. And they're usually somewhere around $15,000, and it makes sense. Does this mean that they're going to come out with like a production version that's going to be $5,000? Because, you know, acoustics are expensive. So is it going to be somewhere $5,500 or $5,000 or somewhere right in there? Maybe that would be really neat. And then will they do an Epiphone one for $2,500 or something? That's really cool. The fact that they're doing this, I really like this a lot. It pays for the R&D to decide whether they're going to build this or not. It gives somebody a really exclusive product. And it allows people to, over time, enter into this product at whatever price point they're comfortable with. And I think this is really, really cool. I really like what they're doing with this kind of concept. So I just think it's a neat thing. I know a lot of people will make a lot of noise about that, but I don't care. There's going to be huge cash fans that have enough funds for that and will love it. They will. Absolutely. That's what's going to happen. I think a lot of people don't realize just how many folks will buy them. They'll be gone. They'll immediately be gone. Yep. I'm hearing through the grapevine that there may be new Jimmy Page custom shop Les Paul coming out. Now, see, that would be really cool. And what will happen probably is there will be some $15,000 one, right? Then there will be a regular custom shop one that'll be in the $6,000 range probably. And then if it's any indication, the way they've been doing them lately is they'll come out with a regular Gibson signature model that'll, be $3,200 or whatever whatever the Slash one cost. Like the Slash one's like 32 or something. And then maybe a fancy Epiphone for $1,500. I dig it. I think it's a really cool concept. I like the way that kind of works. Because the bottom line is the people that complain about a $15,000 guitar aren't the ones that are buying them anyway. You're buying an Epiphone. Okay. So if you think that's too expensive, that's totally cool. You're going to buy an Epiphone and that's the guitar for you. It makes total sense. The idea is to find a price point and a, feature and workmanship level that fits said price point in 2024. And I dig that a lot. I think it's really cool. Yep. I think the Epiphones are going to be great and super accessible for such a weird and iconic guitar. Yeah, like the Jimmy Page thing. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. And then we'll do a video about how to take your already Epiphone that you already have and make it into a Jimmy Page, right? So there will be ways to do the Jimmy Page stuff at any level. And I dig that. I dig that a lot. Here's a Thursday live stream. Are you tired of bogus YouTube guitar comparison videos that use suspect parameters? That's actually really good. So yeah, actually, hang on. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to write that down. I need to tell you something. Okay. So I was just writing that down. Sorry for the dead air. But one of the things I want to do is if you're watching this video in this if you're watching it live or if you're watching it afterwards, do me a favor. I'm going to do this tomorrow, this one, and then on Tuesday. If you have ideas for a Thursday night live stream topic, put them in the comments, not in the chat right here, because I won't be able to see that. Put it in the comments after the video's over, or the comments down below the video. Okay. And we'll go through those. Maybe we'll do a poll. I'll find a few. We'll do a poll over the rest of the week, and we'll pick a topic that you all want to talk about on Thursday, such as the one that was just brought up by Rusty. And I think that's really cool. I want to start doing that. We talked about it last Thursday that we would start doing that. And then we might bring it up again on Tuesday during the podcast. I already have a subject for the podcast on Tuesday. Podcast is kind of my brain, just kind of giving you what's on my mind. So we will do that, man. Super cool. Let's see. Hey, Dylan, what are you drinking tonight? Ooh, I've got Eagle Rare on the rocks. This is old fashioned. I haven't made a proper old fashioned in a while. And so I went and got the stuff. So I have a way. My old fashioned is just kind of my old fashioned. A little off topic, but yeah. Oh, cool. Is this the new time slot for the weekly update? Yes, I think so. I think we're going to try Sunday night at 9 p.m. I'm going to try as regular as possible that I can do it. You know, obviously, I'm getting home. I actually was on vacation in Florida for a few days, and so I just got home a few hours ago. So, yeah, trying to do it. Yeah, super cool. Yeah, so this is a rye whiskey, rye bourbon actually. With I take a sugar cube and I soak it in Angostura bitters. Okay, then I drop it. I pour 2 fingers of rye. I drop the soaked Angostura bitters soaked sugar cube in the bottom of the glass, and then I muddle it. I drop in a large ice cube, like a big Scotch ice cube. And then I take a lemon peel and just the outer part of the lemon peel, and then take a lighter and burn the lemon peel so that you get kind of a smokiness to it. Chuck that in the glass, give it a little squeeze, chuck it in the glass, and let that sit for 5 or 10 minutes before you start drinking it. So that is that. Have you thought about abalone pickup covers? Dark Moon used to use them. So, okay, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care about abalone and I don't care about mother of pearl because you can get that stuff anywhere. Now, we might make some pickup covers of some very similar things like that. But I'm not going to get into doing a bunch of mother of toilet seat pick guards and all that kind of stuff. We're not going to do all that because you can just buy that crap anywhere. That's regular stuff. This is not. And so we're going to really stick with a lot of the more unique stuff. I mean, look at that. Isn't that cool? I know you want that. It's available on the website right now. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, you guys. I know this has been a quick one, but that's all we had for tonight. And I hope you all have a great week. We will see you tomorrow for our regular video at 4 o'clock on Monday.